So as we were exploring yesterday about how one can get addicted to happiness, the next question comes up is, how do you get free? Good news is that Yeshua came to bring us something better than addiction and short-term comfort and some sugar-coated pleasure, that joy that no one can rob you of. Taking his cue, let's consider some steps that we can take as we walk in his path. 1. Serve someone else. Yeshua said, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." He washed feet. He touched untouchable people. He let his schedule be interrupted by needy people. He gave and gave and gave freely, pouring out his life. And since no servant is greater than his master, we should be following his example. We face a high calling if we are to endeavor to follow his example of servitude. 2. Practice being uncomfortable. Breaking an addiction often means denying ourselves. Whether you're alcoholic, drug addict, sex, whatever it is, to break an addiction, you have to put it away. And when you put those things away, oftentimes it leads to being uncomfortable. So, disciple means to be disciplined. The same root word. Discipline means to be put in order. So discipline yourself by forgoing something that you crave or even take for granted. I have given up coffee. Not so much that I don't drink it anymore, but I've cut down the number of cups in a day. I've reduced the size. My usual size went from a large double-double to a medium double-double to an occasional small double-double. Part of that dictation, of course, has been cost. But still other wants me to do something better because I can't sleep well at nights. 3. Give away your stuff. My family can tell you, downsizing has been painful for me. But I've given away a lot of stuff. Tried to sell some stuff. It wasn't being sold. So I scrapped it, threw it away, gave it away, blessed that word. Yeshua wants us to live life his way. Be on your guard against every form of greed. But not even when one has an abundance does his life consist of his possessions. You see, Yeshua knew what you have doesn't make much to your life. Doesn't add anything, doesn't take it away. 4th thing, take a kingdom risk. Dare to take a mission trip by setting aside time and step beyond your comfort zone. Leave your church, your congregation, go out to a soup kitchen, or spend some time on the street. This summer I had the privilege of working alongside several young people and older people to conduct street ministry. They left the comfort zones. Some were rich, some were poor, but that wasn't a matter of income for them. It was a matter of doing what Yeshua expected of them. 5. Step aside from your comfort zone. Oh, I already did that. 6. Live the American dream in reverse. Instead of constantly upgrading, enjoy what you already have. In lieu of a bigger, newer car, buy a used model. Personally, I'd rather have any type of car. The one I got right now, I have to pull it to go from point to place. So the car carrying me, I'm carrying the car. How's that for servitude? Get addicted into heaven. Now that seems very strange. Exchanging one addiction to another. Yet, the reality of heaven, our real home, should always be in our minds. It will keep us everything in life in perspective. 2 Corinthians 4:17-18. Our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. Finally, rekindle your belief in Yahweh's sovereignty. God in control? Is God in charge? We always like to say we serve God. We serve Yahweh. We serve Elohim. Do we? Then why do we put up such a fight when He asks us to do something? He sees everything. Every trial, every persecution, every problematic situation. The beauty of sovereignty is that He helps us through each and every unhappy event, giving us the strength when we're weak. It was once taught to me that God never asks us to do something that we couldn't do. He doesn't expect us to be anything more than what we really are. He made us. He knows every one of our strengths and our weaknesses. So the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, is asking you to do something. Obviously, our Father in heaven expects that we can do it. He's given us the basis. All we have to have is the fortitude to stand up and do it. There are times I can slip back into my addictions to happiness. But the longer I walk with Yeshua, the more I realize that He is calling His kingdom are not at all about comfort. That I've learned more and more this summer. I've gone from a job that paid me $1,500 a month to minimum pay, at minimum hours, at a minimum situation. It's been tough. Hard 3 fights since the move. I've lost my internet, so I can't be out here every day. Instead, I find other things of greater pleasure. Maybe it's time that we reassess, take stock of what really is important to us. Better still, maybe what's important to us should be viewed against the measurement of what's important to our God. I hope you enjoyed this little session. Until next time, this is Daniel Bowman, formerly known as the Abbey Rabbi, saying blessings and shalom.